So of course, taking out the bad wood from behind where the fridge was naturally means clearing and replacing a much bigger area. And I also found that there was actually no base rail at all behind that old wheel arch box that I took out in the last video. I'm amazed, to be honest, at how these caravans are built. It's just these little bits of wood, and they're actually attached together with staples. Just staples, and not even big staples. Little staples stapled onto the ends. The wall has very, very little structural strength at all. Of course, I guess they've counted that you add the outside aluminium, the little bits of wood, plus the insulation, plus the 4mm board on the inside, and all together it's just strong enough to hold up the roof. I'm really glad that I have decided to reinforce it with metal. In fact, I'm actually tempted now to put in even more steel than I originally planned. Of course, I had to remove quite a large area of the polystyrene, which I'm actually quite happy about. As I said before, I don't really like polystyrene, and I can replace it with polyurethane. It happens to be the case that I actually have some 3 centimeter thick polyurethane, which I'm going to be able to use first. So it's the stuff you'll see me putting in. It's a bit beat up. It's offcuts that have been left over from other jobs. But I want to use all that first before investing in any more stuff. So yes, this polystyrene and the polyurethane that I'm going to be putting in is 4 centimeters thick. So that was the extent of the insulation on the wall. I'm going to be adding, I've decided, another 2 centimeters to that. So it'll be up to 6 centimeters of insulation on the walls. The ceiling at the moment has 5 centimeters. I'll be adding another 2 centimeters up there as well, so we're going up to 7 centimeters on the ceiling. So with that wall done, I moved on to the other wall and expected not to find any problems, but of course I found problems. The back window has leaked, the middle little window has leaked, so same kind of operation has to now be done on that wall. You'll notice that I'm just going to be framing over that little air vent. The air vent's falling to bits, so I'm getting rid of it. And it's actually in the position where one of the metal supports is going to go, so I will have to figure out a different kind of ventilation holes at a later date. Now the middle little window was cracked. I thought maybe I'd be able to find a piece of plastic to repair it, but it is non-adjustable in that I can't reinstall it with a thicker wall. The back window and the front window looks like I can, but that little one I can't, so I'm just removing it and I'm going to frame over the top of it. So pretty soon I'm going to be able to get some metal in here. Now I know there's going to be discussion about the amount of weight that I'm adding, but I'm less worried about the weight that I'm adding than I am about the ceiling collapsing or the walls not standing up. So I'm going to over-engineer it a little bit. Yes, it's going to be extra weight, but I want this thing to be sound. I don't know how well it shows in these photos, but there is a little bit of bowing in these walls in 2 directions, vertical and horizontal. Now the boards from the inside have been taken off. You can see, I mean, it's not a huge bow, but they're bowing out a bit, so it means a couple of things. Firstly, I've got this thing in here. just keeping the weight up. I probably don't need it, but I've got this thing, so I thought, why not stick that in? The reason I'm calling it a thing is because I have no idea what it's called in English. It's a levunosten in Finnish. Anyway, so I've got that up. The other thing that it means is that I'm not taking the panels off of this wall yet. The wall at the back, where there has obviously been some water damage at some point. The reason being that I want to get the side walls strengthened and supported first, and then I'll open up that back wall and see what there is. On this wall there was really bad damage here and here, but you couldn't see anything from the outside, whereas on the back wall I think it's likely to be pretty bad. So I'm gonna do the side walls first. Now at this point I ran out of the scraps of 3 centimeter thick polyurethane foam that I had, so it's time to spend some money. Now the order in which I'm doing stuff might seem a bit strange to you, but one of the deciding factors is going to be budget. I've said that this is going to be a low budget project. It has to be, because I don't have a budget. I don't have the money to just be able to do whatever I want to do when I want to do it, but I will be doing what I can do when I can do it. But something about this project feels right. This is meant to happen, and so I trust the universe. It will provide what I need. Now that doesn't mean that I've forgotten about things like the seized back brakes. The handbrake has been on for 27 years, but so far I haven't even been able to get the wheel nuts off. They've been wire brushed multiple times. Every day when I come out I spray it with what we call here CRC, or what you would call in Britain WD-40. I don't know what it's called in America. I've been vibrating them with a is it called a percussion drill? And one day they're gonna come off, and then I can get to that. But I've got a question for you. Do you prefer horizontal lines or vertical lines?